the Fanzone, where we've got something that we have to talk about because the season is already here. It started yesterday night with Manchester United going head-to-head with Leicester City, and they won that match by 2-1. Who do you think will win this season? How are the new managers going to fare? The teams that were in the transfer market, how did they fare up? And we need the predictions for the season. But before we head into the fan zone, I've got this 5,000 bob that I've got to give to someone out there. If you can send the answer of which team won the World Cup in 2018 to 21965, you stand a chance of winning 5,000 bob. It's as simple as that. 21965. Just tell us which team won the World Cup. The more you send the SMSs, the more your chances are of you winning that 5,000 bob. Away from rugby, let's get on to the fan zone. And I'm here with Joe Saina, Manchester United Damu. Karibu sana, Joe.
Thank you.
Are you going to win the league? Umeanza jana na moto.
Yeah, we're going to win the league. Have you seen yesterday's game?
Yeah. We're winning the league. Confident as ever. Joe is here with Manchester United, and he has predicted they are going to win. 22 years. Arsenal have not seen any other manager except Arsene Wenger. But this time round, Unai Emery is at the helm of Arsenal, and he's one of the two managers who are new to the English Premier League. Fred Openda is here. What about Arsenal this time round?
What a fresh breath of life, man. 22 years with the same man on top there, man. It came to a time when it was boring, so at least it's a fresh breath of life. So we are grateful for the board and all that.
Yeah. That is Arsenal speaking confidently. As they say, they are back in this time round. Arsene Wenger is not here, but Unai Emery. He won 5 honors with PSG when he was in France, but failed to get past the knockout stages of the UEFA Champions League. But with Sevilla, he won the Europa Cup 3 times. Is it going to be Arsenal's time to rule Europa League? Manuel Ndavula, today you'll have to forgive me. But I've got two rivals also in the house here. Liverpool fans, Kenneth Matiba. Man, you were named after Kenneth Matiba. Why is that? Are you such a serious professional?
I'm an aspiring politician.
Yeah.
And
that's a nice one.
And I was born at the correct time in history.
Yes.
When Kenneth Matiba was at the helm of politics.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to emulating what he did in politics.
Kenneth Matiba was a very tough politician, but when it came to football, he is the man who started the Kenya Breweries back in the 70s, today called Tusker FC. And in his autobiography, Aiming Higher, he said, if it is not professionalism, Kenyan football is not going nowhere. Today we have got a prodigy of Kenneth Matiba in the house in the name of Liverpool. What do you make of your team? Where are they going to get to?
I can only predict demolition of our opponents because we have managed to secure good signings in the name of Naby Keita, Fabinho, and we have got a new goalkeeper on board.
What a confident Liverpool, I can tell you. But he's not alone. I've got another Liverpool guy there with the away jersey. Xavier Mulaku is also in the house. Liverpool, my friend, where do you see yourself at the end of the season?
We are not walking alone this time. We are walking with the Premier League. There's no walking alone. We're walking with the Premier League this time.
You're walking with someone.
Yeah. Premier League, Champions League, go.
Yeah.
FA, Man U.
That's a tough
I'll get you for that. I'll get you for that.
You'll get you for that. Now, let's go ahead and look at one of the very first things that we have got to talk to Joe is Manchester City took our season on a very high, winning one of the most wins in the Premier League winning season. 100-point mark, they made it, only losing 7 times in all competitions. Can anyone challenge Manchester City?
Well, if we look statistically at what they did last season, it was brilliant. I mean, at some point they were flawless. At some point we thought, wow, what a team to emulate. But again, with every flawless team, there has to be at least a weakness, and we established the weakness in the aging defense, the likes of Vincent Kompany. So what this season, what most teams can do, and when I say most teams, I'm talking about Liverpool, I'm talking about Arsenal, I'm talking about Manchester United, I'm not talking about Chelsea. We'll get to Chelsea in a point.
Yes,
is that we need to win the fast-paced game. We need to win the counter-attack game against Manchester City. Remember, they play with a very high line. When you have the likes of Otamendi and Vincent Kompany on that high line, we even saw in the World Cup what happened to Otamendi in Argentina and Vincent Kompany in Belgium. Respectively. So when they play on that high line, when they press high, it is now up to these other teams to realize that a long ball can work very well, a good quick counter-attack can work very well. But that being said, it's a very strong team. And again, this we will be surprised again this season if they don't retain it. If they don't retain it.
Yes. If they don't retain is that's the question that everyone is asking. Because when you look at the record of Pep Guardiola, everywhere he goes, he wins trophies. At Barcelona, he was the king of trophies. He went to Bayern Munich. He missed the Champions League, only getting to the semi-final stage. But when it came to the league in Germany, he was the best of the best in that one. His transfer signings, he brought in Riyad Mahrez into that side, plus the likes of Mendy, who are back into Benjamin Mendy, who are back into that team. Is like having a new player in the squad, and also you have the engine that you had last season. He looks to be better suited to still run for this league.
Okay, Man City right now on paper they look to be the favorites, as we can put it. But when you look at the teams which have strengthened in the past transfer window, then they'll have a run for their money. You know, Liverpool have done well in the transfer market. Chelsea ish, and then Arsenal also. At least right now, Arsenal will not be aiming for the league. That's what is it. It is what it is. You know. Unai Emery will be looking to put them back in the top 4. Back in the Champions League. But when you look at City, they got a good signing in Riyad Mahrez, of which I don't think he'll be a first 11. He'll start from the bench, definitely. We have Mendy, who's just come back. So I think as Joe has put it, what to look out is for have two chances in that game for the likes of Chelsea, Liverpool, the Arsenals and all that, Tottenham's. Get one chance, they play highline, get them on counter, then you get your points if you can, or a draw.
Score the goals.
Yeah, that is it.
21965 is where you can get us, and also send us that answer. Which team won the World Cup in 2018 and stand a chance to win 5,000 bob? 21965. Which team won the World Cup in 2018? 5,000 bob this afternoon will be yours on a day when Kenya is playing Tunisia. Let's come back to the Fanzone. And Matiba, of the 7 losses that Manchester City had last season, 3 of them were from Liverpool.
Yes.
Now
and, we have more.
you have more in the bag.
You know, Klopp has the secret.
Yes.
Klopp is the one who masterminds everything
for
us. And you can see, it's evident. He has brought in good signings. You can see, we call them Nab and Fab. Fabinho and Navigator. Between them, they have 8.4 tackles, and they have won the same interceptions.
Yes.
And in our style of play, it's usually press. We press high and attack on the counter attack.
Yeah. And
that's the only way you can beat Man City. Leave alone how they spend, how they bring in names. We don't care about that.
Xavier, 2 players that are being forgotten from the signings that Liverpool made is Shaqiri, the Swiss international, in the Liverpool side at the moment. You've got to be happy where you are when you see Shaqiri on your side.
Yeah, actually Shaqiri was a bargain for us, around 13 million. And Shaqiri, when he was in Bayern Munich, he was one of the best players at that moment.
Yes.
So Shaqiri is really a good player, balanced, and when it comes to Shaqiri, there's bench power from him. So we expect him to be replacing someone like Salah when Salah is out.
Yeah.
So it's a good bargain for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very big one that will be happening this season. But also, let's take a look at some of the other teams that have also in this time round. One of the managers who is new in this team past Maurizio Sarri is Unai Emery, and you are an Arsenal fan. Unai Emery at Arsenal, you have had a very fantastic and a very good pre-season. But now you are starting off in the Premier League, and you are starting off against the defending champions, Manchester City. What are your chances this season?
Okay, what I really liked about Unai Emery is coming in is he just came in, made his signings.
Yes.
Arsenal have been really shaky defensively. You know, all the signings that Unai Emery has made this season, this past window, have been defensive. You know, he brought in Torreira, Lichtensteiner, and we have Socrates back there. We have a new goalkeeper in Leno. You know, that is what Arsenal needed.
Yes.
Going forward, we can say Arsenal are well equipped. They can get the goals. We got Lacazette, we got Aubameyang there, we got Mickey and Ozil. Ramsey is there. You know, going forward they're okay. But strengthening the back line then made Arsenal have that solid defense. You know,
Yes.
Torreira is a very, very good player who likes playing just outside the box. You
Yes.
know, this is what he said. You know, he said that I really want to
Yes.
play just outside the box. You know, covering the defenders.
Yeah.
You know, so we need to see tomorrow.
Being an Arsenal fan, you have to be a favorite. Unai Emery, we are going to play this good. Let's give it to someone who has been getting the points from Arsenal. Who has been happy
Okay.
for a very long
Let's
time
see what Joe
Arsenal.
has to say. You know,
Joe, this time round, are you sure you'll be picking the 3 points from Arsenal? And how do you see Arsenal now under Unai Emery?
I mean, it has to be said, Unai Emery is a very brilliant manager. What he has done with PSG
Yes.
was nice. But now, unfortunately, he's come to a team whereby the funds will not be available as he'll have wanted. That being
yes.
said, the attacking force at Arsenal is very impressive. Like you said, you have the likes of Mickey,
Yes.
you have Aubameyang, you have Lacazette.
Yes.
Again, Ramsey is coming back to form, which is very good. So as in, the attacking force is good. They're balancing the defense, they're balancing the midfield. Unfortunately, as he said again, from the defense to the goalkeeping, that's what the problem is. And that's why most teams are going to get them. Remember, last season, they conceded a lot of goals through set pieces. Now, set pieces again is something that you guys need to work on.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if you meet the likes of, for example, let's pick a tough team.
Burnley.
Like
Burnley. For set pieces.
They are very, very physical strikers.
Yeah.
Again, at the set pieces, these guys will hurt you guys.
That's true. As Joe is saying, set pieces have been a problem for Arsenal for a long time.
Yes.
Wenger brought in the Mzee called Matasaka, but
He's retired now.
Yeah, he's retired now. We got Lichtensteiner there, which is like a leader. I think he should be now focusing on what game to bring that guy in, because he's tall, you know, and he's kind of physique and all. The problem is, against the likes of Man City, who got very, very high-speed players going forward, we brought in Socrates. He's not that guy who has that pace, you know. We will get hurt in those moments. Yeah, so I think, as Joe has said, set pieces have been a problem, but maybe Lichtensteiner can help organize that defense. Yeah.
We are standing by to link up with Maxwell Wasike at the Uru Garden, so he'll be telling us about the Gendathon. So we'll be looking at that.